Hello, Keith here with Math, Fun, and Games. Today, the gap with all basic, advanced, and optional rules in play. We are on turn 7. So I put these markers over here, these NATO markers, just to show that once those holdouts over there are eliminated, there's holdouts right up there. Let's see if I can go there. Okay, once those holdouts are eliminated, that's going to be the NATO defense line. And if the Soviets can eliminate that unit down there, the NATO defense line is going to be just around that little town, Alpha 1. So that's why I'm trying to get units. So if those two outliers, those two units get eliminated, then this is going to be the NATO defense perimeter, which is very small. So we're going to see. So I want to see if I get more units up north in blocking positions. Okay, so we are in the fire phase, I believe. Let's take a look. Let's go back and see where we are. I just want to make sure. Okay, so I'm going to remove all these markers. I just put those markers there to show you what's going on. Right click. Oops. Just want to eliminate the extra markers. Go right here. Right. Oops. And right here. And delete. Okay. All right, so we did the command phase. I don't know if we did the initiative phase last turn. I can't remember. I think we did. Yeah, because we have smoke play. So we did the initiative phase. So it's going to be combat phase. I'm going to start with indirect fire step. Alright, first thing, NATO doesn't have indirect fire. Now let's see if Soviet indirect fire. So the Soviets have units that can fire indirectly right here. Okay, so the question is, what are we going to do with those? Where are we going to call these? The only unit that has a line of sight to anything is this one right here. And it's going to try calling indirect fire into this hex right here. Okay, so I'm going to draw the line from the spotting unit to the target unit. Okay, so that's going to be a range of 11 actually, because that's going through one of the hexes is on 2 boards, so it's counted twice. Is it? Not sure. It's kind of hard to tell. But anyways, 11 or 12, it's still the same range. Okay, so the range is 12 hexes. Indirect fire. Spotted. And it's going to be from hex right there, range of 14. So it's from hex IT3 spotted by hex 1Q3. So those are, just want to make sure, IT3 and 1Q3. So that's going to be firing. Let's see what kind of ammo. It's the S2s, 2 S1s, And it's going to be GP indirect fire. And it's going to be at short range. Okay, so it's going to be GP indirect fire at short range. Okay, now we need to do the response roll. First, I want to see if there's an availability roll. Explosives, heat, smoke, indirect. I is indirect fire. No, that's illumination. Okay. So there's no ammo availability roll, but we do have a response roll. Let's go over here. It's on chart A, response roll. It's not a recon unit. It's a company headquarters, so I need a 5 or less. 5 or actually 5 or greater. 1d10. Okay, no response. All right, so that's it. Now we go on to the direct fire phase. I cannot remember who actually won the initiative. I think it was the Soviets, but I can check. Give me a moment. For some reason, my pause button isn't working. Let's see. I'm going to re-roll the initiative because I've just forgotten. So, okay. I'm just going to roll the initiative again. Okay, so NATO wins and fires first. All right, let's see. So this unit right here. So them against them. And that's short range. Guide missile. Short range. Okay. Any modifiers? I don't know if there's any modifiers actually. I don't think there is. Let me take a quick look. I'm pretty sure there aren't any modifiers to the die roll. None of those, none of these, none of these, none of these. Sugar. Okay, so there's no modifiers. I need a 70 or less to hit. And it's a hit. And now we roll. Okay, now we roll location damage. So the base penetration is 180 with no penetration modifier die roll. Oh. All right, so what facing? That's going to be the front side facing. Okay. So location damage roll is turret front. Actually, That would be turret side. Alright, so the turret side armor is so it's front side, turret side. So it's going to be 47. Is base armor, and it's going to be CE armor, CE, oops, chemical armor, so it's going to be times 2, so 47 becomes 94. Check for effectiveness of light explosive reactive armor. Needs 7 or less. And it does not work. The explosive reactive armor does not work. So it penetrates. Right. And a 5 will be the Bradley. Five will be a KO. Let's move this over here. All right, but it's actually going to be a brew up because that particular target vehicle, and I should have been looking for this all along, but if you look up here, I think it has it. Let's see. Yeah, see brew up. So the brew up number actually goes down by 2. So for normally brew up for this vehicle would be, well, with this armor would be 6 through 10, but that goes down by 2, making it 4 to 10, and brew up is brew up. And the reason is target is BU type vehicle, and that would be a brew up type vehicle. It brews up more easily. So brew up number is lowered by 2. Oh, yep, that's right. Okay, so this becomes a brew up hex, which means it's more blocking. So in a certain sense, that's a good thing, because now there's more blocking smoke over there. And now I go down here, this unit, I remove the fire marker. There we go. Okay. Just want to see something. If that had hit the turret front, it would have bounced right off. Interesting. Yeah. Okay. So now another initiative. (94) and 70. NATO wins and fires next. All right, who else can fire for NATO? I think you only want, over here. We'll get 2 fire markers over here. I think I want to take care of this. Both their main armaments are out, so I have to see if I can do anything. Well, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to do the infantry. Places smoke in hex. Okay. Just want to check to see if there's any modifier. I think that's automatic, but let me see. No, there's actually a dice roll. I think the base is 5, +1 for veteran. So smoke.
I'm sorry, I didn't quite catch that.
Siri's annoying. Okay, smoke dice roll. Base 5, +1 for veteran unit, and +2 for recon. Okay, so I need a 5 or less. And wrong dice, and 3. Place the smoke. Alright, so that's more smoke in the hex. Okay, I'm just going to do, I'll just pull it out of the markers. Grab some more smoke. There we go. Okay, throw that over the hex. Excellent. Alright, so now new initiative. 74 and 78. NATO wins and fires. Alright, now I gotta see if the Bradley can fire to effect at all. See if the Bradley can do anything at all. I mean, it can't use its tow missile. That's, I mean, it have to be extreme range anyways. It does have the armor piercing discarded sabot fire. I can fire that. Of course, that's very little penetration. My best bet would be the GP fire, because if I get a turret hit on with the GP fire, because the units that are coming in are crew exposed, so if I get a turret hit on one of them, if I can get an effective hit on one of them, then that does damage. Interesting. Okay. But unfortunately, my turret is faced in the forward direction, so it doesn't have any target. So I'm going to fire down here. Okay, so we got 2 in that hex. So I guess that's covering both of the hexes. Alright, so now I'm going to fire from here against the command tank. So it's going to go through brew up smoke here, and then it's going to have smoke dispenser smoke there, so it's going to be -5. So anti-tank, I mean APSDS at, it's actually point blank range, I think. No, it's short range. Short range, brew up smoke, -2, and then you have smoke discharger smoke, -3. Any more modifiers? Brew up smoke, smoke discharger smoke, -3. Smoke, smoke discharger, smoke. I don't think there's any other. Oh yeah, well, laser sights don't work through smoke, but veteran unit modifier. Be +1. So we have short range with a -4 roll modifier. Short range with the -4 roll modifier. So I need a 54 or less to hit. And then you have the other, I believe the other one has turret damage. So the turret damage is an additional -3, 1, 2, 3. The turret damaged tank needs 27 or less to hit. Alright, so I'm going to do the 54 or less first. And no hit. Now I need 27 or less. No hit. Alright, so the Russian command tank is doing alright. Those two units are done. Next, I have this one. And none of those have turret damage. So again, I think it's basically the same shot. 2 shots needing 54 or less. Shot number 1, miss. Okay, I just want to make sure it misses. 1, 2, yeah, it misses. Will that command tank get lucky? One more shot. That's a miss. So we have 4 straight misses. Wow, bad shooting. All right, so now they're in Overwatch. They're gonna fight. They're gonna fire back and probably not hit anything. But all right. So they're going to be firing back short range. Firing back short range. Blew up. Smoke. -2. Smoke dispenser. Smoke. -3. Can't use a laser sight. Light cover -1, and they're not gonna have much of a chance to hit. Plus you got Overwatch, and the Overwatch modifier is -1. I mean, it's almost impossible. Oh yeah, and it's not actually. It's not light cover. They're gonna fire over here. And that's going to be medium. Actually, that was medium cover. Which is what? -3. And I want to clarify where I'm firing because it's going to be hard enough to get. It's going to be it's going to need a miracle to hit this. It's going to have to hit. Whoa. Right there. You're going to need a miracle shot to hit this. So it starts there and it's going right there. So it's short range 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Wow. So you have a short range short range -9 row shift. Is there even a -9? Yep, so I need 0.9. 0.9 or less. You could get lucky. And of course it's a miss. So there's a lot of firing and a lot of missing. What I really wanted that unit to do was to fire at this Bradley down here. But, and why did I do the indirect fire? Oh yeah, that's right, because it was they didn't get response. Okay, now we do initiative. NATO. Soviets. Soviets win. All right, so right here, so I guess I'm going to do this stack of 3. Well, I have this one right here too I can do. Well, I will eventually do this because that I need that to take out that Bradley. But first I want to do this fire right here. All right, so I get 3 shots at the Bradley. Okay. Shots at point blank range. So 3 shots at point blank range against the Bradley. Now let's see. So the modifiers. And you have the brew up. Nope, you have the smoke dispenser smoke. -3. Then you have medium cover because of the woods. -3. And I don't know that the smoke dispenser smoke is cumulative with other smoke. So I'm going to have to check that rule out. Is smoke dispenser smoke cumulative with other smoke? Let's see. Let's see now. Smoke, smoke, smoke. Looking up. Let's see if smoke dispenser smoke is cumulative with other smoke. Server hindered, smoke, brew up smoke, direct fire, smoke. Smoke, smoke, smoke. Smoke. Server hindered. Open, close, chafe. Brew up smoke. 511 and 516. So we'll look at 511 and 516 and see what it says. Question I have, is smoke cumulative? 511. Okay. You can have multiple smokes. Single largest combat modifier that provides the greatest advantage. Okay. So it would be just -3. So that's all we have. -3, -3. Okay. Excellent. So we got point blank range. Point blank range -6 row modifier. Okay, so let's check it. So I need 36 or less hits. Hits. I have 3 chances. First shot. Hit. Excellent. Now we do the penetration. Oh, I have to check for availability. And it's just going to be 9 or less. Okay, so it is available. Now we do a penetration modifier. Actually, I'm not going to do the penetration modifier because I'm just going to go straight to location damage. Normally, okay, any shot would penetrate. Bradley's armor. Okay. So, okay. So we'll go straight to the location damage roll. Location is 9-7. We got 9-7. 9 is going to be, and we got to look at the Bradley. Actually, we don't even have to look at the Bradley. We know it penetrates. So 9 is front side. So it's a hull side hit. And 7 is, see, this one doesn't have the button up modifiers. So it's hull side hit. Brew up. Excellent. Okay. So hull side hit, brew up. Okay, so hull side hit, I have to put brew up marker in that hex. So I'm gonna get rid of everything but this unit right here. Get rid of all those and I'll place a brew up smoke there. I mean a brew up. Clone that and put it right there. Yeah, I'll flip it around. Why not rotate it? And then I'll put this one back. And then I'll put the infantry smoke. Okay. And then this group right here, they fired. Now I want to check to see if that's the reason, if that would trigger an automatic normal morale check. So actually it'd be a force morale check. So would that trigger a force morale check? All right. Overrun. Overrunning eliminates unit formation. Loss of command unit within command span or receives flame attack. All right, so as long as the unit's not broke, that's not going to cause a morale check. Okay, so now the final unit right here. Oh wait, we got 2 units. We got this one and this one. This one right here I can take away. Doesn't have a target. I mean, well, it already had its chance. It tried to fire in the defensive fire phase. So I'm curious. Let's do this one right here. All right. So it's going to be GP fire, point blank range. Okay. It's going to be 8. GP fire, point blank range. So the GP offense is going to be 8. And the GP defense is going to be, medium cover is going to be 8. Medium cover and full cover. Okay. Now the die roll modifiers. There are going to be quite a few. Okay, so let's start at the top. It's not a vehicle, they're not crawling, not firing from a short halt, the shooter's not damaged, not suppressed, not broken. There's no brew up smoke, there's open chafe. Alright, so there's infantry smoke, which is open SHAEF, which is going to be, yep, -10. What else we got? Overwatch ammo limit. Transported or defensive fire. No overrun, no. Dual, hasty, coax. There is a coax. Coax. Yeah. Coax machine gun. Jam. And that's going to be plus 10. What else we got? Do we have any more modifiers? Airburst, no. Anti-tank, shooter ground weapon sight. I don't believe there's any other modifiers for that. So I'm going to see what we need. I'm guessing it's going to be at the very least suppressed. 8 and 8, 54 and 86. So 54 or greater suppressed. And 84 or greater. And then I want to go back and check, because they had tank brew up in the hex. I just want to double check to see if that affects. I think that might actually suppress the unit. So, but let's see. 61 is a suppression result. And that's it. So I'll just put a suppression on that. So that survives that. Let me give you a suppression right there. See if I can focus in on just the infantry unit. There we go. Suppressed. And they're in full cover. And the smoke. And later on I have to see if the smoke goes away. Okay. So there's one more fire left. Oops. Okay. And it will be this one. It'll be that one. Okay, so it's firing with turret damage, which is unfortunate. Range is 10, so be short range with the ATGM. Anything that hits will penetrate. Alright, let's see. So I'll take a look. So if I do GP fire, it'll be minus 20 because it's an A-type vehicle. They're in medium cover, it'll be minus 30. Shooter damage will be minus 40. It's 40. It'll actually be minus 40 to the dice roll. Alright, so let's see. And the firepower will be 8 if I do GP fire. Firepower will be 8. The GP defense will be 3, so it'll be 8 to 3. So that might be decent odds actually. So 8 to 3. I'll need a 31 and a 63, but a 31. No, because the worst I could do is suppress it, because that's going to be 40. It's going to be minus 40 to the dice roll. So it's going to have to be I'm going to have to fire a tow missile. Okay. So let's do that. So that's, oh, whoa, flying tank. Okay. Come back there. All right. Let's figure it out. Right there. Okay. Okay, that's the shot. No, it's not a tow missile, it's the songster. It's going to be short range. What modifiers? We got medium cover, -3. Medium cover, -3. Shooter damage, -3. Medium cover and shooter damaged. Yep. Range. Medium cover, -3. And shooter, oops. -3. So in order to hit, it's going to be 36 or lower to hit. Wow. All right, here goes. And that's another miss. Excellent. All right, so I can mark. So that's going to be it for the fire phase. I already did this fire. We'll be going, when I come back, we'll be going into the movement phase.